Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the State of Crypto, your one-stop source for all crypto-related news and technicals. I'm your host Martin, and this is episode 315, Technical Analysis Edition, and chill now if you're catching the stream live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. We really want to know what you're thinking. Now, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Like I said in the description, guys, so is a link to Twitter. Link to Twitter will also pop up somewhere out here throughout the stream. Make sure you join us there as well, or just the Discord's fine. Now, hey Andrew, how's it going, man? Thank you for joining us. You'll try to watch as long as possible. Your Wi-Fi is off. Your Wi-Fi is awful on the road in Wyoming in an RV. All right, cool. Well, good luck with that, man. I hope you're having a good time. I hope you're having a great time in an RV in Wyoming, and sucks that your Wi-Fi is not the best, but at least you have Wi-Fi, right? So even if you cannot follow the whole stream, it's good. I'll try to get through it. Not that it won't be a slow stream, I think, right? There's really not a lot going on right now. Bitcoin's starting to move a little bit to the upside. We'll figure out what's going on right now. So just give me a quick second. I'm gonna get the technicals going on here. There we go. I'm not sure who else is watching or who else is tuned in, but thank you all for being here. Thank you for being joining us live today for this awesome stream. Twitch apparently have one person. YouTube I have 5. Awesome, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching also on DLive and Periscope. With that said, let's get the show going. Alright, so as you can tell, we're going still making a new positive event. We're slightly high, right, on market cap. Yesterday we had money flowing out of the cryptosphere. $2.43 billion. Right now, money is flowing back in, $7.17 billion, sitting at the $354.45 billion market cap. As you can tell, we're still going slightly higher now to today. Right now, we're still going lower in that positive momentum and lower on that RSI. We're creating that strong bearish divergence still, and every time we keep on climbing and we keep on making a less positive momentum, we really start to get to that point where we should really start to break down on bearish divergence. Now, this is upsloping consolidation of sorts. If you want to use the wicks, we could use the wicks like that, right? That would be a possibility. Look at this pattern here, right? Or if you just want to look at a little bit different, you could probably go for something like that, right? Probably like a rising wedge or something. Let's get some. Right. So again, not the best consolidation. I do believe this triangle seems to make a little bit more sense, right, over the long term. And anyways, still trying to consolidate, right? Not the best looking consolidation, right? A little bit upsloping. And if we ignore the wicks, I do believe we get a little bit more of a rising wedge showing here, right? So like that, and then like that. So you have potential action to the downside. Just be careful as you set up your trades. Still overbought at 73.31 on market cap. Bitcoin dominance at 62.50. Bitcoin lost dominance yesterday, very little, 0.10%. Today's gaining 0.68%, sitting at 62.51% on market cap. Why? There we go. Mike's back. Awesome, I think. Now you go back to this other screen. There we go. Mic's back on. Awesome. There we go. For some reason, the mic went off. And I was trying to fix it and I wasn't picking up, but apparently now we're back. That's weird. Thanks for letting me know. Something happened. I got a notification, something went off. I wasn't sure if it was a stream that went down or, you know. But thanks for letting me know it was the mic. I'm not sure which part I cut off. Did I finish Dominance? Is that where I got cut off? Or once we switched over to Bitcoin, and so we're struggling with 12,038. Well, I was still climbing though, right? But I think that's where I was at. Something's happening here on the Discord. Don't switch. Yeah, I did go online earlier and said we're making live, right? So I said Bitcoin above 12K. Yeah, I was euphoric on the chat. Yeah, if you follow me on the Discord, I warned. Can I look at XTC? Yes, I can look at XTC, bro. All right, so let's look at Bitcoin, right? Yesterday we started to discuss a potential pattern that was getting formed here. That was on this chart over here. And it was more on the 4-hour. Right, Jill Torian was in. He was asking about some stuff with Bitcoin, and I said, "Look, man, yeah, I do believe your pattern has some validity to it. Right, I see a larger triangle. If we ignore this, seems to be breaking to the upside, right? Another point that I was doing is that you could also triangle from here to here. And I left that one on. I said, look, I do believe it's too short of a time frame to be to make a triangle from, right? Because that would mean we'd have to break immediately, and at least with this larger triangle, we do get a little bit more play time, right? A little bit more time we can go and try to bounce. And apparently, this larger triangle or the shorter triangle, it was a good call, right? So I mean, they're both triangles. They're both good. So here we were getting a lot better touch points, right? 1, 2, 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, boom, 6. Break to the upside, right? On this larger triangle, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? And then 6 on top. So we're in hitting top and bottoms like we usually want to hit in triangles. So I guess we could go with this new potential triangle, right? And we could be aiming for a measure move of that. So I'll go from here to here, right? So from high to low, I guess we could call that our triangle. And if we were to follow that, we would be getting to at least 12,800, right? That would be a potential target for this. Now, what's going on here, okay? Just short term on the daily first. Short term on the daily, what is happening? We're starting to make, we're still in this positive momentum island, right? Where we're overbought, but as you can tell, we're going from a high to a higher high. And we hadn't caught anything on the daily in the longest time on Bitcoin. And now this is something that it's a little bit worrying because it could bring potential price action to the downside, right? Look. Right, we're going high, higher, high, positive as positive, right? Last time we called was strong bullish, and then we started a run. Right now we're creating strong bearish. This candle still undeveloping, right? This candle, it really needs to get a lot of strength or positive momentum building for it to get rid of this. So, and we do have a resistance coming up at 12,354. So I'm not sure if we're even gonna hit that. Sorry guys, for some reason I started to stutter. I felt like Porky Pig. You know, and then above that we have 1390 or something like that up here. So it's not letting me see what this line is. 13,000 something. The USD sign is right there. It's bothering it. 13,196. Yes. All right. So we do have this strong bearish divergence helping on the daily. Just watch out. We also have it against the RSI. Right. Overbought right now at 71.55. Be careful. What is happening on the 4-hour chart? All right, so we're getting this hidden bearish. We did move down on that. We haven't created anything bullish since, but we started to go for a new run, and that's fine. I'm not sure if this run is just being fueled by we could actually say that this new run is being fueled by Link, right? Link is still continuing to pump yesterday. I did say you could be buying at a premium, but you know, I do believe it's high, near all-time highs for that asset. So you know, you could be buying at a premium, right? Anyways, right here we do have also in the 4-hour strong bearish divergence, right? Going to a higher high on the price, and then coming down here lower, right? This new island is starting to build. Just take that into account, right? It's a new positive momentum island that's gonna start building. With that said, we're also high. We're bought on the RSI at 65.76. So a little bit of chance that we could keep on growing this, right? Same thing that I said, just gotta keep on monitoring. What would be a good exit? Probably, man, I would guess like 12K or 11,928 would be a good exit, right? The support here. If you fail that support, we could be looking to come back onto this area, right? Try to keep on moving sideways, probably. But right now we're looking at bearish divergence, strong being developed. Getting above 12,000 and change, whatever this is up here, I cannot tell. 12,354 would very likely get us rid of the bearish divergence on the RSI, but we might still get it on the MACD, right? That's something we had to watch out for, right? Just keep in mind that as you set up your trades. Let's go over and look at the 1 hour. I mean, on the 1 hour, it's all smooth sailing, right? We actually have 3 white soldiers, 1, 2, 3, starting the 4th candle. So this is where you would open, right? You would set up your opening confirmation that's starting green, and then you basically open here a position potentially at 12,020. It would be a continuation pattern apparently right now on the candles, and that could mean potential price action to the upside still. So just keep an eye out for that. We don't have anything bearish here. High, higher, high, positive, more positive. High on the RSI, higher on the RSI from the immediate closer high. Now, if we go to this other high here, we're going here, right, and then going much higher. But if you wanted to get something bearish, right, or have a bearish outlook, we're going from way back here. That would have to make you anchor from here to there, right? So like that. I don't like that anchor line. It's too long. We're ignoring a lot of data, right? A lot on the MACD, but it is the previous high on the RSI, right? And you could technically go there on the RSI. But right now, I'm going to ignore that. We do have enough bearish divergence already on the daily and the 4 hour for Bitcoin. So with that said, I think, just play safe. New week. Let's look at the weekly, because I do believe we close the weekly in a bullish sentiment, right? Yeah, so last week we managed to close the highest week since, hells, man, 2018, I'm guessing. Jesus, yes, 2000. God, it's getting a little bit insane to look that far back. I gotta zoom in here. It's intense because of the lines. They're just getting me. I don't want to click that. That's the wall. I don't want to move that. That's the line I want to focus on. That would be the 11,300, right? So we're above right now, 11,900. That's the line I want to focus. There we go. Sorry, guys. It's just freaking weird. Look at this line. So 11,400. I don't have a line in 11,400. What the hell? 11,900. All right, this is the line I will focus on. All right, so we haven't been above that line since January 2018, right? Closing on a weekly. So all the weeks there close below 11,400, 11,453 line, right? And until even here, right? Previously on July 2019, we closed there. Finally, we're getting a week close above that, a new week starting in trying to get higher. So that's a pretty good sign, I would say, right? It's a bullish sign. Impulse up, consolidation on the weekly, right? Start to get new impulse up, right? So we got to start consolidating at some point in time. We're not creating anything bearish here, right? High to here, we could have had something bearish, I would say, some hidden bearish, right? That could have potentially moved us down again. I think I was looking at on the weekly at this chart back then, maybe. In this chart, yeah, they get a little bit messy because I usually don't keep stuff off the weekly. So stuff from the daily comes over here and then plays with us. We had called this hidden bearish. We're looking for this potential bearish here on the week of July 27th. As you can tell, we did manage to go slightly higher, and with that, we would have anchored from here to here. So again, going much higher even from the previous island. So we don't have anything bearish on the weekly. On the weekly, we're also getting overbought at 70.30, right? And what am I talking about? That so we're going from there to there, right? That would be one. Going from there to there, also higher, right? And we're going from there to there, also higher, right? So again, we're congruent with the market. Let me get rid of these lines here. There we go. I think these ones are the ones from the weekly here, and I'll just leave the new lines out there for this chart. right? Because we don't have anything. But again, we're just going higher. So again, the one we had here, the one from here to here. Sorry, I think I removed it. The one from here to here is the one that kind of moved us down slightly. All right, that's fine. With that said, we're getting this new bounce, and that's good. You know, I'm happy. Bitcoin $12,060. Right. So great stuff. I'm not sure who else is watching. We have a couple of people. Thank you all for tuning in. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit that like, that bell, and the sub, right? All right, let's get back here. Let's go back on the 1 hour, man. You know, something else I need to touch base here. All right, Bitcoin on the 1 hour, right? We're starting to get this very nice rally coming in. Very good impulse up. We didn't create anything bullish here per se, right? But we are getting this very nice bounce, and we got a support at the 20. That's what really started to take off here, man. So again, right, we didn't create anything bullish. I want to make that clear. And it could just be consolidation we're done with, right? This larger consolidation happening. Maybe the triangle pattern that we talked about in the 4 hours, right? Breaking it to the upside. We need to get a break happening, and then we're breaking to the upside, right? It's a symmetrical triangle. We could have broken either way. We got a little bit of tightness at the Bollinger Bands back here at the yesterday at 11 p.m. We started to move down slightly. We had calling this bearish divergence, right? That's the last thing we called, so we moved down on that. And that's fine. At some point in time, I was really hoping, even back here, that we're going to get slightly lower to get some strong bullish divergence and try to take a bounce, but we never gotten to that point. So with that said, I'm going to move over and look at Ethereum. Ethereum at 12.50 in the market, 12.50% of market cap. Ethereum, what's happening on the daily? We created bearish divergence here. Strong price action to downside. We're still trying to recover. We're not recovering as good as Bitcoin. If Ethereum was recovering as good as Bitcoin, it would be right now above $414, right? We're not above that area. We're still moving sideways, 418 to 364. Again, Bitcoin is the only one that's taking off right now, gaining 3%. Ethereum's at 1.48, so about half of that, a little bit less than half of that. But, you know, nothing else happening here. On the RSI, we're still overbought at 72.54. Let's go to the 4 hour. High, lower, high, high, lower, high. Right, not even making positive momentum yet. Low, higher, low, negative, less negative. Low on the RSI, higher. Neutral at 56.88. Really nothing happening on Ethereum on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. Again, bearish divergence happening. We called that on the 1 hour. It was yesterday. We were live here. Two more candles over. So, you know, that bearishness did move us down. That's fine. So let's go look at the islands. What happened? Low, higher, low, negative, less negative. Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. So really nothing going on here that is bullish. And this bounce just could be mimicking Bitcoin's action a little bit. That's why it might not be as strong. But, you know, with that said, sitting bought at 60.41. 60.79 on the RSI. Again, managing to get above the 20, right? Not even hitting yet a support and taking a bounce. That's about it for Ethereum, right? XRP at 29 cents, man. 29.432 cents. Where are we at, man? We're trying to come back up to this area, right? 29.894, and we're really not getting there. Let me hide the Bollinger Bands real quick. I'll show the chart a little bit better. But again, we're still within this potential downsloping consolidation. I'll just make this slightly longer there, and that's slightly longer. There we go, right? So again, potential downsloping consolidation. Again, within this range of 29.894 to 27.911, right? That's the range we're trading in. Today is taking gains of 2.23%, so it's okay for XRP. But also nothing too crazy, right? Not breaking any kind of pattern yet. With that, still sitting bought at 71. Overbought at 71.42. That positive momentum still dying out. Let's go to the 4 hour chart. Let's get the Bollinger Bands back out. That's fine. Alrighty, XRP, right? Doing what we wanted to do. Coming in lower here. Finally, right? One coin that's doing what we wanted to happen. Now, let's hope this can play strong, right? Because we're creating this strong bullish divergence against the RSI, against the MACD, not against the RSI. Against the RSI, we're also coming in lower. And that's fine. We did hit sold. And we're now sitting neutral at 49.86. But again, taking that small bounce, rejecting the 20 right now, failing to get above that. You know, that's good, man. We gotta retest 29. 894 again. And with that potential break, let's just move it to where we're at right now. That's it, right? That's about it. Let's keep on tracking XRP, see how this keeps on playing out. Again, on the short term, it would be a symmetrical triangle, right? In the larger term, it does look a little bit more like a fallen wedge. So again, pennant, fallen wedge, more or less the same, right? With that said, sitting neutral, like I said, let's go to the 1 hour for XRP. Man, what is happening on the 1 hour? Well, first of all, we're creating some hidden bearish divergence, right? So high, lower high. I get this to 1 hour. There we go. High, so positive into more positive momentum. On the other side, we're going much higher, right? I think we're staying neutral at 60. Bought at 60.06 actually. So between neutral and bought, that's what we're flirting with. Again, hidden bearish, potential action to the downside. Did we create something bullish? Yes, we did, man, and that was good, right? We do have some strong bullish divergence happening. Low, lower low, negative momentum, less negative momentum, right? Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. So again, we do have this strong bullish divergence happening across the 4 hour and the 1 hour, right? So we have it on the 4 hour, we have it on the 1 hour. So again, potential action to the outside. We got that nice rally. My daughter started crying. 1 second. Alright. So we're getting this move happening here. Low, lower, low. Okay. So again, price action to the upside. And, you know, bearish divergence. A hidden potential action to the downside. If this strong bullish is still to play out, we'll kick off for another bounce, right? That's what we're looking at right now. With that said, making sure I'm here. Awesome. I'm there with the stream mode. And let's move over to Litecoin. Litecoin, nothing happening on the daily 0.11, 0.16. Alright, wow, we do have something now. Finally. Alright, so low, lower, low, higher, low. Right, negative, more negative momentum, right? On the other side, we don't have that. But again, just some hidden bullish potential action to the upside. We're starting to see it play out. I think it's something else happening here. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm trying to get to the chat here. Yeah, nothing new. Sitting bought at 62.38. That's it. Let's go to the 4 hour. Hidden bullish potential action to the upside. We called that one out 2 days ago. We took the rally, hit the 20, rejected, came down lower, right? Again, as expected, we reject, we go lower on the value. With that, we're creating this strong bullish divergence against the RSI and the MACD, right? So that's that, and you know, it's that. You should follow us on Twitter, by the way. From there to there, I believe. Let's see, 40.75, 40.82, right? So very slightly higher. Some strong bullish divergence, price action to the upside. We're starting to get that, getting above that 20 simple moving average on the 4 hour. Well, let's hope we can close up here and then use it as support and try to take a bounce, right? This does have technicals to warrant some higher price action. It's gaining 2.18% right now on the daily. So let's go, let's go to the 1 hour chart. This is from the daily, man. For some reason, sometimes the daily just wants to go back into the 1 hour chart. Sometimes it's just insane, man. Anyways, look at that, right? Low. Lower low. And this is just on the 1 hour. Awesome. Negative momentum, less negative momentum. Low on the RSI, higher on the RSI. Right, some strong bullish divergence is getting us to get this nice rally coming in. Again, a little bit far away from the 20, so we could still come back down. You see that support if we needed to. But right now, we're in an area where last time we have this. Is this strong bullish, because even back here, right, high. Lower high, positive momentum, less positive momentum, right? You would just have something against the RSI, even from the short time scale. We cut off a couple of 1 hour candles there, right? We're creating this hidden bullish, hidden bearish Potential action to the downside, but I don't believe it's going to play out with a lot of strength. I do believe that we do have the bullishness, and we're within a bullish pattern, and Bitcoin's playing bullish right now, and we could start to see the price to go a little bit higher. With that said, let's go to Binance. What's happening with Binance? Alright, a lot of chop happening, right? A lot of indecision. Right now, it's starting to go slightly higher, $22.68. That's fine. Last thing we had was bearish, still moving down. Sitting bought at 66.56. Let's go to the 4-hour. Last thing we called in the 4-hour was this bullish divergence, right? Price action to the upside. We're starting to get the small rise, rejecting the 20, moving slightly lower, and then getting a new bounce above the 20, probably because the market is bullish right now. So we don't have anything, right? Low, higher, low, negative, less negative, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI, neutral at 53.42. Let's go to the 1-hour chart. High, lower, high, positive, less positive. High on the RSI, lower on the RSI. Low, higher, low. You're in this one though, this is island, right? So negative momentum, less negative momentum, low on the RSI, higher on the RSI, right? As we're coming on higher, so really nothing bullish, nothing bearish. I'm not gonna call anything on Binance, right? The movements that we're getting are probably just in respect to Bitcoin moving. That's it. Getting 1.03%, or sorry, 1.30%. We did get a request from Andrew to look at XTZ, and we will look at XTZ, man. I do have some XTZ open here. Just let me find it. XTZ to the dollar, man. Tezos. What's happening with the Tezos, man? Alright. Last Tezos chart we looked at was this one, right? I do have some lines here drawn, and it's probably because it's a better chart to look at. Got some rejection at that 786. Still trying to retrace to 100%, right? To February 20 highs, right? Which we haven't. So, that said, we had this bullish divergence action to the upside, got some rejection happening, that's fine, you know. Using the 618 as support, that's great. From then, we also had resistance at 3.04, right? And, you know, we closed there a couple times. We opened, we used it as support, and then we took a bounce from there, right? Also getting above, finally, that 786, which is good. Now, something that we have going on here on the daily, low, sorry, high, higher, high. Just keep that on the, there we go. And then positive momentum, less positive momentum. High on the RSI, lower on the RSI, right? Now this island's starting to build, right? It's just 1, 2, 3, like 8 days old. But right now we're developing some bearish divergence there, right? Potential action to the downside. We're starting to see this candle come in red. With that, let's go to the 4-hour chart. In the 4-hour, there's really nothing wrong, right? The only thing we had here was back here that was bearish. Alright, let's let me anchor this to the 4-hour, get rid of the daily. Awesome, there we go. Alright, so from there to there, and then we'll be going from here to here, right? That would be one. And then it went bearish again from here to here, right? And then from here to here. Right, and then on this second part, we're also having against the RSI. So strong bearish divergence, actually to the downside, managed to hold support at 3.04. Then took a nice bounce, went all the way up to 3.7. We have something here. Yeah, I guess we could use this one, man. I'm gonna ignore this positive momentum island because it's 2 bars long. I'm gonna take this into account though, right? There we go. Some hidden bullish potential action to the upside, and we did get that continuation happening of the uptrend that we're in. It's the only thing I can find here. Still floating within this area between trying to get to 100% retrace. That will put us at almost $4 at 3.90 something, 3.94, and 3.32, right? It's a large range, but that is the range that we have nonetheless. With that said, let's go to the 1-hour. Took a nasty drop last hour. Still trying to hold on to a 20 with this new candle opening. Let's see what we have here. Alright, there's 2 ways to view this, right? You could go from here to here, and that would be fine for the first one. And it would have played off, right? Looking for that bearish divergence from here to here. Right, and then we'll be looking for that bearish divergence from here to here. And from here to here. You might be wondering, why am I using the same spot to anchor twice? Well, I'm choosing to ignore this first one, because it just had like one red doji, right? So I want to consider this whole one island. They go from one island to the next. That's how I would anchor it. And then on the other side, it would also make sense to go from there to there, right? So bearish divergence, price action to the downside, and then more immediately from here to here, but just against the RSI there, very short, and the MACD here also like that, right? So still strong bearish divergence, action to the downside, and we got that movement down. Trying to hold on to a 20, sitting at neutral at 53.94. That's it for XTC, bro. Right now, we're trying to hold on to 20. If we manage to hold on to a 20, we could be looking at something like this. We'll try to go for a new rally. If we fail at 20, we could be looking for lower prices. Maybe try to find some support here at 3.39. And if we fail there, we definitely come and try to find support at 3.32. What's it for Tesos? Looks good, Cardano. Hey, yay, Cardano! Yay! There we go. Cardano! What is happening with Cardano, man? Let's check it out, bro. After Cardano, we'll look at Link, just mainly because it went insane today still. So Cardano, still seeing indecision, right? Yesterday, we got a little bit movement down, 1.35%. Again, nothing happening here that's bearish. Nothing is happening here that's bullish. But that's what we called last time. And with that said, we're sitting neutral at 58.99 on the daily. On the 4-hour. Going higher, right? Again, one more candle to track to when we were alive. So there we go, right? We were alive here yesterday. So one more candle. Bearish divergence, action to the downside. We move down. We're trying to find support here. Ignore that line. That's what I was planning on breaking. Maybe if we were to break the upside. Right, and then now if we're going to break the downside, I'll also shift that to there. Awesome. There we go. All right. So we do have something bullish now. Low, higher, low, negative. We did have some hidden bullish against the RSI, but that's about it. Other than that, again, the strong bearish divergence happening here would have been good enough to move us down. That's what happened. Taking a bounce with the 20. And with that, let's go to the 1-hour chart. What is happening on the 1 hour? All right, so cool. We're getting this small move happening here. We'll call this bullishness. On the 7th, since then we haven't called anything. That's fine. So this would have played like that, right? Something like that. And something like that, right? So some hidden bullish. It's hidden bearish, sorry. Potential action to the downside. We did move down slightly, hit that 20, and take a majestic bounce. So now we want to anchor from here to the new high. We couldn't, right? So high, higher, high, more positive momentum all across. All things good. We broke down probably on... did we create bearish divergence? No, we didn't. Weird. That's awkward. I don't have anything bearish that will be breaking us down. Seeing at 14.58 cents. Let's see. What is this? 7306. No. I'm trying to see if we created some hidden bullish, but we didn't. Right. Also, I'm not seeing support here. Maybe we could have hit a support, man. Right. That's about it. That's the only thing I'm banking on right now. It's just I don't have supports to trace for this, so I would have to look farther back. But you know, this area seems to be like we've hit it a couple times as resistance here and here, and we could have hit it as support and then try to take a bounce from there. Other than that, dude, let's zoom out and see if I can see any other pattern. Nah, I'm not gonna look for a pattern, bro. I'm not gonna try to find stuff that's not there. So you know, we did manage to go higher. That's fine, I guess. Really, didn't create anything bullish. The only last thing we have is this strong bullish divergence, right? So the hidden bearish that we had, although good enough to move us down, we could still be playing off this older, strong bullish divergence. And since the market is bullish overall, I think that's the only thing I can find as to why this kept on pumping. Why it moved down, though, I don't have anything bearish short term. With that said, I think I'm going to go over and look at DVT real quick. DVT at 7 sats. Let's get some indicators out here. I'm not sure it's gonna be doing anything. RSI, MACD. Probably short term though. Right. I'll play with. I'll play off this. Right. So we're just going sideways on the price at 0.7 sats, and we're going slightly lower here on the MACD. And without, I will be calling it medium bearish divergence set. Right. That's the potential action to the downside. That's about it though. Right, we already had that same move happening to there, and now we have it to there. Really not a lot happening, right? A lot of sideways motion this weekend. Again, young project, still has a lot of potential, so keep an eye out for this project. Armeria 581, what is up, bro? How's it going? Thank you for joining us. How's life? So here we created this it's kind of strong bullish divergence against the MACD, right? Price action to the upside. Starting to get this movement up, but it's too weak. We're really breaking, so you're failing to break above 7 sats. We do have some strong bullish developing here. And again, you might be wondering why I delete stuff here. The chart gets reset every time I log in, so no point in keeping it open, right? Cool, man. Yeah, cool, bro. Hope things are going good for you. Got support at 12K, I guess. I'll go back to Bitcoin. Just let me finish this one real quick. I'm almost done with this one. Then from here to here, right, we're creating this hidden bullish that we called yesterday, but we don't have anything else building. With that said, that's it for DVT, man. Still waiting for it to take off. Let's go back and look at Bitcoin on Armeria's request. This chart. All right, Bitcoin, what is happening? See that 12,000, 40 bucks. Let's go to the daily. All right, as you can tell, right? We're in an area where we should be careful. Mainly because from here to here, right, on this rally from July the 21st all the way to August the 1st, we're really fine. We're just going higher, more positive momentum higher on the RSI. We really didn't have anything bearish building. So all continuation was good. Then we had pullback finally happening because we were just, like, insanely going up, overbought insanely, and just hadn't cooled off. So we had to cool off, and I called this one out also. I said, look, as we haven't cooled off, and like a couple of minutes after the stream was done, we just took a massive crash. So right now, right, you're saying support at 12,000. I would have said we had resistance at 11,828, where we actually hit a couple times. We're finally breaking above that, and we're also breaking over the mid part of the equidistant channel. But as we're doing that, we're going from a higher point to a higher point, right, to a much higher point in price. And we're going from positive momentum to less positive momentum, right? So I'm seeing, wow, something happened here. I'm not sure what happened. I think it's a follow. Thank you for the follow. It's going to pop up here. Thank you for the follow, man. Much appreciated. The thing is, I'm transmitting also to YouTube and other platforms. I think I'm only getting the messages from Twitch. Anyways, we have this strong bearish divergence developing, right? It could mean potential price action to the downside. This is a new, this is all one island, right? Is one massive island. But as you can tell, we're finally anchoring to a new green bar, which we hadn't had before. So this could mean potential price action to the downside, depending on how we close. Now, for this to negate itself, we would really need to get above a MACD of 227, right? So we got to get a lot of positive momentum building to get there. Right now, we're sitting at 44. So this price would really need to pump a lot, right? It's not dollars, right? It doesn't have to pump the equivalent in dollars. It's just a relative way to move, to look for strength, right? So that momentum really needs to start building up. So we're losing that positive momentum, and we're also less strong, right? We're going higher, but we're with less strength. In the RSI, we went from 85.57. Right now we're sitting at 71.68. Still overbought, but still that strong bearish divergence developing on the 4-hour, sorry, on the daily, on the RSI and the MACD. Now, if I go back to the 4-hour, you can tell that we're going higher high still. Look, and even from when I anchored at the beginning of the stream, we managed to pump a little bit more. That's fine. That positive momentum still there, right? High, lower high, high on the RSI, lower on the RSI. So we have this strong bearish divergence still on the 4-hour Bitcoin. Now, for this to not happen, this is to pump a lot more, and then this really needs to get above 45 on the on MACD, right? On positive momentum, it really needs to build up a lot more. On the RSI, it's going to be much easier to get rid of that bearish divergence, but we also need to check it off the MACD. Otherwise, we could be looking for potential movement down. And again, support 11,928, and next resistance at 12,351. I believe it's up here. I can't remember where I have it at. Anyways. If I go on the daily, I might be able to see it. 12,354, sorry. So with that, let's go to the 1-hour. The 1-hour is the only chart where we're fine. Higher high on the price. Positive momentum, more positive momentum. High on the RSI, higher on the RSI. That's on the immediates, though. And like I was saying, if you want to find something bearish, which I wasn't going to do, but just to illustrate, right? Higher high. Look, we're going from really high overbought to a lower point on that overbought scale on the RSI. So if you wanted to look for something else that's bearish, so we would have strong bearish divergence on the 1-hour, strong bearish divergence on the 4-hour, and then strong bearish divergence on the daily, right? So that will be on all 3 time scales. It's screaming potential price action to the downside. Be careful. If 12K manages to hold that support, it's a different story. Now we're starting to impulse up. We got to start consolidating. And once we start consolidating, we can determine what type of consolidation we're doing, and then we could maybe take a position. But right now, I would say that's about it, though, right? Up 2.94%. It's great, man. I mean, I'm happy for Bitcoin, and you know, I'm worried about the potential moving down, though, right? To be fair. So I hope that answers your question. Armeria 581. Thank you for watching, also, and thank you for that sub, man. You're awesome. All right, so we also look at the weekly, right? And just to confirm some stuff real quick. We haven't been this high, and I'll just make this a different color real quick, just so we can see it as I zoom out, because right now it was a nightmare to look at it, right? Or to like hunt for it. We'll make it slight blue. But if you look at that slight blue, we hadn't had a closing like we just had in the weekly. We closed right below there. As you can tell, if I zoom in, right below there, and right now we're opening above that area on the weekly. Since back here, right? I think that's the last time we touched it, right? Look, if I zoom in, even in 2019, we never closed near that, right? The closest that we were getting were back here at 11,453, right? Even that closing 11,475, so very close to the area that we have marked. Here we went slightly higher, but you know we're getting a lot of rejection at 12,254. It's a week that we have managed to close highest since way back here, man. I would say maybe January 2018, right? 22nd January 2018, that week. I do believe we're still slightly higher on that price. So again, very nice for Bitcoin, right? That's weekly though, and yeah, we were still slightly higher than that. So I would even say the week of January 15th, 2018, right? We have not been that high. We haven't had a higher closing, right? So higher high, dude, on the overall scales. Now, short-term bearishness, no, right? Higher high, positive, more positive, high on the other side, higher on the other side. Long-term bearishness, yes. Higher high on the price, very highly overbought, not even just barely getting overbought, and a lot of positive momentum, very little positive momentum. So on the grander scheme, if you want to like ignore this data here, right, which I wouldn't ignore it because it's a weekly, it's a very large time frame, we wouldn't have anything bearish. We would have something bearish, but if you don't ignore it and you keep it real, then we don't have anything bearish to worry about. Hey, if I'm not busy later, can you hear my thoughts on Ethereum? Your main bulk invest now, and I think it's going up along. Wanted to go above 400. Yeah. I can do Ethereum. We already did Ethereum, but I can do it again, right? We already did Bitcoin. Usually when we start a show, we go Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, or sorry, XRP, Litecoin, Binance, Cardano, and then just take requests from there. But yeah, I can look at the Ethereum again, no problem. Ethereum on the daily. Last one we had was on August the 5th. We called bearish divergence. We did move down, hit its support at 364, like we called. When we called it back here, I said I don't believe we're going to close below that area. We haven't yet. We're just moving sideways, consolidating still. Losing positive momentum and sitting overbought at 72.96 on the RSI. Again, we do have resistance up here. This yellow line here would be at 415-ish or 415. And then above that, we do have another one at 418. That yellow line, I believe it's from the 161.8% retrace at $415, right? So again, we hit it once, we reject it. That's fine. So we retrace 161.8% of the way from the previous high. That would have been this high here on February 20th. And then Ethereum is floating at prices of way back here, right? August 2018. So it's recovering very nicely. With that, again, you know, I'm not sure if this bearish divergence has finished playing off. I'm not getting anything else bullish happening. Just consolidation, which is healthy. With that, let's go to the 4-hour. And on the 4-hour, we do have this hidden bullish, which kind of helped us to rally. You know, had this strong bearish back here on the 5th. We called it, and you know, we moved down since. Boom, took that nice dip. Hit that support there at 360 actually, and support, and then we still managed to close within the range. Took that bounce, moving slightly down, trying to hold on to a 20 as support, and right now moving up because well, Bitcoin and the rest are moving up. Sitting at 398.42. I'm not sure if we're going to reject 400 or if we're going to hold on to 400, right? It's also going to depend on what Bitcoin does and what Ethereum wants to do short term. Now, this wasn't here when we were doing the run the first time through, but we'll call it now. Now this is still developing. We're starting to make this new positive momentum island, but for the time being, we do have this bearish divergence here on the MACD and the RSI, right? So we're going from a high point to a lower point. You can tell that by looking at this, right? Look at that, where we're at here on the positive momentum, 0.19. And right now we're going to 0.08, so lower, right? Less positive momentum. On the RSI, we're going from 58.94 to 58.64. Also slightly less. Anyways, any minuscule pump here, maybe getting above 400, would really get rid of this bearish divergence. And then we could be looking for a potential price action to the upside still. But, you know, also, remember, Bitcoin is bearish, so keep that in mind. With that said, let's go to the 1 hour. Last thing we had on the 1 hour, we called it yesterday at 7 p.m. So we're here live at 10. We said bearish divergence, action to the downside. We moved down, managed to hold on to a 20 briefly, tried to take a bounce, failed, and then we just like really broke down. We're not creating anything bullish here for this bounce. We're probably going up because Bitcoin's going up. That's about it, though. There's really nothing else going on here short term. Wow, we weren't here when we were doing the stream, right? So we're almost at the same height. Be careful though. This closing here technically was 398.53, sitting at 398.47. A couple cents off. You know, I'm not gonna call this one here yet. But if you wanna just say we're moving sideways, we're going from a high to a slightly lower high. 102 to 0.93, and then we're going from a high point on the RSI to a lower point, right? So type 2 bearish divergence, potential price action to the downside, right? Just be careful. We could have develop bearish divergence. Again, this is starting to build, right? It's just 4 hours long. This will keep on building, and if it just manages to go slightly higher, then we won't have that bearish divergence so long as the price of Ethereum also manages to go slightly higher. That being said, that's it for Ethereum, bro. Long-term look at Ethereum. Right now, let's say I'm reserved on the weekly, right? Look at this. Boom, boom, boom. Right, very, very nice on the weekly. Again, prices of August 2018, which is fine. But to be fair, right now you're making a recent time high, right? At least on the yearly. So if we look even at June 2019, which we already passed June 2020, you are looking at a much higher point, right? So in a year, you're making a yearly high. So you could be buying at all-time highs, right? Although historically we do have more higher highs that we can look at, but short term, and then we have resistance up here, right? So short term we don't have anything bearish, right? High, higher high, positive, more positive, high on the other side, higher on the other side on the weekly. Long term, I would say right now I'm reserved. Why? Because I do believe we got to consolidate. We're getting these very nice impulses up. We're not consolidating. If we just keep on impulsing up, we're gonna break down. We gotta consolidate. It's healthy to consolidate. Upslope consolidation is not healthy. Usually breaks you down. So with that said, waiting for some consolidation to happen on Ethereum. And as you can tell, every time we're going higher now, we're making less strength. So look at this. It was massive 30% gains in a week, right? Then 19% gains in a week. Then 4% gains. And right now, 2% gains still. The week is starting. Yes, I agree with you. With whoever wants to make that point. But overall on Ethereum, since 27th of July till right now, you would have made 66% gains, which is very, very good. With that said, I do believe I haven't looked at Bitcoin futures. Let's look at Bitcoin futures, man. Where do we open the futures? We gapped up slightly. So we managed to close here on Friday. 11,575. We took a small bounce here, 11,790, and the future price of Bitcoin sitting at 12,160. So we could be bullish on the price and say that we still got to catch up to that, right? Again, on the futures, people believe the price of Bitcoin is still going to go higher, and then they're driving up higher, $130 from the current price. So again, we could still be looking at some potential movements up happening. That's about it, though. Nothing else is opening. Gold and silver, I believe, are open finally, so we'll look at those as well. Silver on the daily, man, moving down, right? Bearish divergence. We called that one out a while back, so moving down slightly. 7th and then the 10th, right? So starting to move down slowly. Right, bearish divergence. Sitting at $27.97. Let's go to gold real quick. Yeah, no problem, bro. You know, I'm here daily, so you can join us daily. You can also join me on YouTube if you want to. Or you can also follow me on YouTube. I'm also live there. And you'll help me definitely gain subscribers on YouTube, which is good because my channel got banned from YouTube a while back. So I just basically got it back last week, and now I'm streaming there also. That's why we're seeing episode 200 and plus, or 300 and plus, 315, but we hadn't seen him in YouTube since like 260 plus, right? So I was out there for like over 20 plus days, or over 2 months almost. So gold also moving down slightly at 2028. Again, after making all-time highs for gold, we're getting some pullback. We had bearish divergence. We knew we could go down, and that's fine actually, really. 88, 83, 89. All right, so I'm not too worried, right? I was looking for some pullback to happen on gold and silver, right? We cannot go up forever. You gotta get rest times, right? Like you gotta get pullbacks, give people areas to consolidate or accumulate before a new run. We've been live for almost an hour. Well, I didn't think this stream was going to go that long. Particularly because it's Sunday. Yeah, bro. It's going out right now at the State of Crypt 1. You can also join the Discord. Well, that's our Discord. You can join us there, and then you'll be able to see the YouTube channel there, and you can just click on it. I think it might be easier. Otherwise, just look for our icon on the YouTube app at the State of Crypto. You should find us, and yeah, hopefully you will be there. So with that said, I think that's gonna be it for tonight. If you guys have any requests, now's the time. Otherwise, I'm gonna call it a stream. And we'll call it a night. Wow, this track is really awkward. I'm going to change it. This one's a little bit more mellow. Trying to see what else is pumping real quick though. I said we were gonna look at Link. We haven't looked at Link, and Link was insane yesterday, right? It went too high. Right, so I was worried about divergence on Link yesterday, right? August the 8th. We came in and said, look, man, potential bearish divergence, strong potential price action downside. You're going insanely high. You're overbought. You haven't got any proper pullback, at least in the chart that I have here. We don't have any data going farther back than June 27th. So on this chart, we'll be making all-time highs. With that, we're going slightly higher. I would say we're definitely also going higher here, and we would have gotten rid of that bearish divergence, right? So again, nothing to worry about there on Link. Moving down slightly right now, getting some pullback. And again, that's normal. We're going to consolidate to go to $14. Like I said, if you were buying in, you're probably buying it at an all-time high, right? And or near all-time high. So you could be buying at a premium. Time will tell. We haven't gotten proper retrace yet. With that said, let's go to the 4-hour. Right on the 4-hour. Look at that. We're starting to get some stalling happening here. Going higher on the 4-hour, right? And we're coming lower finally, right? Creating some of that strong bearish divergence. And even here in the short term, just from here to here. Potential action to the downside happening. Again, I would be expecting for some pullback to happen, at least at 20, at least here. 11.40 would be a good target. It needs to cool off. And even here, right? So high, and if you want to go to here, that would be fine. You can also go to there. High, 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 positive, less positive, right? High on the R side and lower on the R side. We knew we were going to create this divergence. If you want to take this in 2 times, you could also do that. Should have forgot to anchor this to the 1 hour. What am I talking about when I said like 2 times? I'll show you in a second, right? Like two parts. So make sure everything's on the 1 hour. There we go. So you'll be going to there for the first one, right? And then to there for the first one, and then to there for the first one, right? And then you'll be going from there to there again. For that higher high, and for the movement there as well. And then here, 219, 26, slightly more. And then you can still anchor from I would ignore this one though. Or you can just ignore the small island if you want to and go from there to there, right? It just depends how you want to look at it. But you can do it in 2 parts, right? Like bearish divergence there, we did get that movement down. We tried to get a bounce, then created bearish divergence against the RSI, and that's it. We didn't create it on the MACD on that second pump. Or if you wanted to ignore this small island here, you could say from here to here we're going all the way high, then from here to here down and down, creating bearish divergence. Moving down, right? We're creating some hidden bullish right now. Right, going from low to higher low, and then negative to more negative. Right, and lower on that RSI. Getting a potential bounce to happen. So just be careful with that, right? We could go up to 20 maybe on the 1 hour. Hit there, try to test it as resistance. We do still have bearish divergence that could break us down still. So again, all things being said, that's it for Link. If I had Link, I would probably be taking profits right now. Hive up 5%. Not really gonna look at it though. Yeah, if there's no other requests, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in on YouTube and other channels. Thank you for joining us live and being here and being awesome and part of this great community. Now, with that, guys, I think I want to call it a night. If you guys have any questions, please let me know, and we'll check them out in the chat. Otherwise, I think I'm going to call it a stream. But thank you for being here. If you like what we do, hit that like, that bell, and that sub. And yeah, join us on the Discord as well. Thank you all for being here, and yeah, at some point in time we did. Wow, awesome. Yeah, like I said, thank you all for being here. That's gonna be it for tonight, guys. It's a pleasure being here with you guys tonight on this awesome Sunday night. Again, Rodrigo, how's it going, man? Thank you. See you later. All right, thank you for joining me here, man. Thanks for following us here and giving us that awesome like. I'll catch you guys tomorrow again. Same time, 11 p.m. Central. This is Crypto again. Pleasure being here with you guys tonight. For real, this is awesome Sunday night, but I'm super tired. I want to get some sleep, and then tomorrow's Monday. So, with all that being said, You guys are amazing. Follow me on Twitter as well, and join us on the Discord. I'll catch you tomorrow for another edition of The State of Crypto. Until then.